Should I do that? Let's try it without that, huh? I'm a little bit wet. It's raining up here in Vermont at the moment. And happy Sunday evening. I hope you had a good day. I had a great weekend. I had a really solid day, I'd say. I know I am the epitome of fashion right now. This like crappy shirt, you know. But I will improve. I will have a better fashion sense at some point. Hello out there and welcome to the Peter Burton Music Hour. I never have a set list and I don't know how to read music. Almost every time I play it's entirely new except for a few standard songs I seem to play over and over again. Tonight is no exception. This one is called Stars Pull You Upwards. Pull your shattered selves together and never see you fall again. Rise above the weather. Count backwards from 10. You're running away, but you're on an island. You don't even know who I am. Don't give it away, you're only yesterday. Now you're face down in the sand. Stars will pull you upwards. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? I build your secret cities underground. If you could sing, you could be king. You could be God, you could be everything. You could bring them all back to life. But some bells you can't unring. Father drowned in the river. Mother was lost at sea. Sometimes I wish I was with her, but I can't swim, just look at me. Stars will pull you upwards. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? I build your secret cities deep underground. If you could sing, you could be king. You could be God, you could be everything. You could bring them all back to life. But some bells you can't ring. I know I'm waiting for the one to blow my mind, and maybe it will never happen. Hello, hello. I hope you're having a good night. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I always look forward to playing and seeing you. I try to do it every night, but Friday night I had a crappy stream from the restaurant. But then the last night I was on the waterfront here in Burlington and I did not stream it. I was playing for people that were like just walking by. It was great. Stars will pull you upwards. Lay your battered body down. What more could you offer? I feel you here and all around. I know I found peacefulness in the middle of an internal war. The voice I hear inside my head multiplied into many, many more. Voices telling me to stop this crazy activity. Music can take over my mind and eventually I will find my way. But how long will it take? And I don't feel like a hero when I'm staring at the number 0. It represents nothing. It represents everything I'm sending, going to waste if no one ever listens and understands my message. I'm trying to tell you I have a plan that even I don't understand, because maybe one day I'll learn my lesson. I know I have a confession. I'm just gonna play till like 9. Is that cool? Okay. If it's too loud, you can go in your room.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Where was I? I was telling you a story about a man on a mission. It's all part of the plan that even I don't understand. Hello, how are you this evening? I'm just working on a bunch of ideas. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for tuning in tonight. Sometimes I feel like I repeat myself too much. So I try to imagine doing something a little bit different for the first time. And I know I'll find my way home. There's a difference between being lonely and being alone. Sometimes I lose my way, but I know that somehow, some way, I see you in the distance. I know I must be wrong, so I wrote you this song. Say I know, yes I know that I got a long way to go. The other night I was in a musical contest. I was up against 3 bands, and there were 4 judges. And I had no idea after the 4 songs I played. I played 3 on piano and 1 on guitar. And after my set, when I was breaking down, the judge, she started critiquing my performance. And I had no idea that was coming, no idea it was coming. And I think that was a good thing, I didn't know that I was gonna be judged right then and there, on the spot in front of an audience. In my mind I was like, who the fuck are you and why are you saying things? And then I realized, oh, I'm being critiqued like I'm on American Idol. Not that I'm good enough to get on American Idol. I know, I've got a long way to go. Yes, I know I gotta die. Da na 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 na. For the very first time, I know where I belong. The days are short, but the years are so long. Yes, I thought I got it right, but it went all wrong. For the very last time I wrote you a song, I said you and me are closing in on the open sea. Someday I will leave and you won't follow. That's when it's time for us to stop. That's when it's time for us to stop. No, I can't hear you, but I know what you're saying. Your body's here, but your soul's not staying. Every day feels like your last when you're living in the past. And I can't hear you, but I know what you're saying. Your body's here, but your soul's not staying. Every day feels like your last when you're living in the past. It could have been you, it should have been me, or anyone in between our little schemes we've had going for a decade or so. We made a little money, life is sweet as honey, got a million more miles to go. I got 10 long years till I find my way home. I will rise above the broken sky, and I can see the future in your eyes, in your eyes. This is where the symphony would come in. A curtain behind me would raise, revealing like this massive orchestra. They had to get into place. It took quite the effort. I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright. I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright. I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright. I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright with waiting, I'm alright. And then I would have a guest performer come out and rip an awesome guitar solo, or organ solo, or saxophone solo, or oboe solo, or vibraphone solo. Basically any instrument in the world. When I visit cities, I would have a few guest musicians. Probably like just crazy virtuoso people. And tell them just to play along with a chord progression. And they have complete control. And it would be child's play for them, and it would be entertaining for me to hear what they come up with. And I would want it to be completely secret to both the performer and the audience. I know that's an impossible thing, but something, hello Freda, something to that effect. And I constantly think about the fact that when I live stream, I would love to do this in a live setting. Like I've played guitar recently on the waterfront. I played it at the contest, but I still feel like I'm not ready. Hi, monkey. So, I will keep on playing a few more songs this evening. That's partially who I'm doing this for. Thank you. I think the sound was pretty bad at the restaurant, and I apologize for that. I keep saying I'm going to get better, and then I just do kind of a crappy stream. Someday I'll have a band, a bassist, a piano player, and a drummer. And a guest guitar player. As often as possible. For like a lead solo. Yeah, my old video. I have them all up there. Sweet. Yes, the end of that video. I love shooting that video. It was so much fun. I'd been looking forward to that for months and months and months and build up to that day. That I felt like when I was doing it, it wasn't the best that I could do, so I had a sadness I was sort of fighting. Very typical, I guess you could say, an artist thinking. Like abnormally critical of myself. Yeah, well, that's what I'm working on. Spunk and confidence. Spunkiance. Confispunk. Confispunk. That could be a funny word. I like it. Those are good words. Doom, doom, doom. How dare you? And the 6 years ago video. I know. 6 years goes by very, very quickly. I guess a lot of people feel the same way. Life just disappears sometimes. Especially if I'm playing a lot of music, it's like 2 hours of my day that are just like snipped from my memory. I remember if I want to, but I've done so many performances that I don't remember any specific one. And the idea is like creating a whole bunch of little boats and sending them out on the ocean and just turning away and just walking on to land. And just forgetting all about the little boats out there, never knowing what they'll bump into, if they'll get, knocked over by a wave, who knows? I'm just sending out enough of them. That's the metaphor of like I have in my head a lot of the time. So, yeah, I just saw that guy the other day. I saw him at the climbing gym when my son and I went over there. I hadn't seen him in years, and I'm just not very good at staying in touch with people. I'm somewhat of a hermit. I don't even stay in touch with my family very well. I know, it sucks. I feel like a very selfish person a lot of the time. But I feel like it's selfishness with a purpose. Like if I keep practicing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing and playing, something will happen eventually. So, I love those videos. I think that I'm happy to report that my brain has come a long way since those videos, I would say. I'm so glad that they're there, but it is interesting to think of them as capturing me as a early 40s individual. This one is called Hey Hello. Hey you, what you running for? The world's right in front of you. Don't close the door. I said, hey, hello. Can you hear me down below? I need to know, are you with me? I said, hey, hello. Are you lost in the afterglow? Yes, I need to know, are you with me? Hey, hey, you, 92% perfect, and then just play as well as you can immediately after your mistake. I said, hey, hello, can you hear me down below? I need to know, are you with me? Hey, hello, are you lost in the afterglow? Yes, I need to know, are you with me? Thank you very much. I have no idea what to do with my hair. It's been a long time since I even thought about it. The reason I don't cut it is budget. I do the ponytail, the Peter tail, I call it. Yeah. I haven't tried the man bun. I don't even know how to do a man bun. I know I could learn at the University of YouTube. YouTuberversity. You can learn basically anything you want to. Hey you, what you waiting for? The world's right in front of you. Don't close the door. I said, hey, hello. Can you hear me down below? Yes, I need to know, are you with me? I said, hey, hello. Are you lost lost in the afterglow. Yes, I need to know, are you with me? No one's ever gonna see your name in the lights if you give up the fight. No one's ever gonna see your name in lights if you give up the fight. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh yeah. I try it on guitar sometimes, but I always feel like I totally botch it. I feel free. Yes, I feel free when I wander and I ponder time and place where rules don't apply to me. Now my eyes are starting to open. I will wait. I will wait. I can feel your light burning so bright. Let your heart be your guide. Let your soul free tonight. Now my eyes are finally open. I will wait. I will wait. I will wait. As I walk along the streets, I see your faces shining like suns on the darkest night. You remind me of the way constellations shine. I will wait. I will wait. I will wait. And then I attempt to do the ending piano solo with just my voice. Do 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 dum da da dum 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 da da dum 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 dum. Oh 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 oh. dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dum 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 da dum 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 da dum da da dum da da dum 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 da da 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 I will wait. I will wait. As I walk along the streets, I see your faces shining like suns on the darkest night. All right. I'm going to play a couple more songs tonight. I'm sure my neighbors fucking hate me. My favorite drink in the world is ginger ale, pretty much of any kind. There's your one fact about me today. Whenever I play a gig, ginger ale. My favorite song of yours, Waiting. That song, I Will Wait. I will wait. That's going to be fun to play. Live. Someday. I mean, I'm playing them live solo right now, but I need to get to a bigger stage and quickly. I need to make this thing happen to end fast. It's not happening fast. The more time it doesn't happen, the more time I ruminate on the idea that, I think it's called I Will Wait. I'm happy with it, but I always just think I could do better. I always do. I have that classic brain, that stupid mind, but I'm working on it. No, I can't. Oh, my kids. Not roommate, neighbors, I meant. It was people that live downstairs. They're great people, and I just try not to piss them off too much. That's why I play in my kitchen, because I think they're in their living room, and I don't want to play above them. I also don't want to stomp my feet or walk around too much, because they're creaky floors. It's hilarious the things my brain gets fixated on. I can't play any covers. These are all, this is Peter Wayne Burton, Au Natural, all the time. And my philosophy is simple. The goal is to be trying to play songs that people will cover one day. And I do play some covers on piano, but not really guitar, because I'm partially lazy and I play kind of stupidly. I play in a different tuning, like I tune one string down. And sometimes I completely forget what I'm doing. Sometimes I forget how to play guitar. So sometimes I just have to remind myself just to play without worrying about words. I hear the whispers I hear the screams. I won't understand, but I know what it means. I get too high. I don't ever want to come down. Consider this my lesson learned. How long will I burn for your sins? Or break it to me easy? You were wrong all along. So go on and get gone. I don't know which way I'll go. I'm gonna figure it out when I get there. I hear the whispers, I hear the screams. I'll never understand, but I think I know what that means. Where is your heart? Where is your soul? What have you done? Lost all control. All right then. I love going off on tangents, obviously. I hope you're having a good night. Thank you for tuning in. I get lost in my music sometimes, and I forget exactly what's going on in my life, and I have to remind myself of what's going on all the time. But I generally step outside of the realms of definable dimensions, I think, for periods of time. And time goes by so quickly, you know? It's a very strange thing. So I'm gonna play, I think, one more here, somewhat of a shorter stream, just because I'll stream for longer tomorrow and then Tuesday night. Thank you so much. I hope you are doing well as well. It's good to see you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for saying hello. And any time you spend with me, I am grateful for. Oh, this is a chord progression that I've been doing stuff with recently. Confidence is a weird thing, isn't it? I would say I do have confidence now. Now it depends on what I do with it, you know? Confidence is nothing without action, in a certain sense of the word. I was doing. I do believe I'm learning to believe in myself. It takes time to reap the benefits of changing a few things about the way you think. Sometimes I don't recognize myself in the mirror, because honestly it feels like my body is doing all the work. It's almost as if my conscious mind takes a nap in the very top of my skull, and my body says feed me another instrument. I wanna play it all night long. Yes, give me an instrument. And my mind says fine, just take the stupid instrument. Wake me up when you're done, and then my body goes on a journey, with my spine being the nerve center of all conscious thought. And that's what happens to me over and over when I play music. They say music lights up certain parts of your brain all at once. Well, I think that's absolutely fascinating, and I want you to consider what it's like to actually play the music that hopefully brings a smile to your face when you listen to it in your car, or on a train, or on a plane, or in your home, when you're alone, or you have guests, It feels like I am trying to be the opposite of an atomic bomb. I want to heal things that have needed healing for a very long time. I know I'm 92% happy. 92%. I think you're right. My nervous system needs to heal, but how do I know when it's healed? Is it up to me to decide? Because I can be an indecisive person. I know I am not above sin. I have most certainly made mistakes. Most certainly do I have things in my past that I wish I could change. But I know I can't change the past. I know I can't change the past. I love ending sadder songs on a major note. It's really fun. All right. Sunday night. Yes. Yeah. Anxiety is essentially allowing your brain to torture itself, robbing you of, yeah. Anxiety is just a wildly malfunctioning part of your nervous system and your brain system and neurological. I know what happens when I have it, and I want to know what happens when I don't. I want to know what happens when I am looking forward to the future as opposed to inventing scenarios of fearing it. Because that's the coolest thing about having a conscious brain is that you can change things, maybe slowly over time. And it's up to you to decide if the change has actually taken place and if it was worth it and if you don't even remember who you used to be. There's a wonderful amount of possibilities. I'll finish with one that I don't normally play quieter. But thank you for tuning in. I know I'm on this crazy mission. I'm asking the world to pay attention to something that's deeply personal, but I just so very want to experience the highs of being on the stage with some of my favorite people in the world. And doing something just really warm and relaxed and interesting. I don't want to make people's ears bleed. I'm not talking about overwhelming their senses. I'm just talking about appealing to them. I can sense that. And that's a wonderful occurrence. I can safely say that I've always said to myself, once you have their attention, don't waste the opportunity. Don't laugh at it, don't mock it, don't be sarcastic all the time. Don't be afraid to really go into some vulnerable places. I've always told myself that once you have their attention, make it the best it could be every single time. And that does not mean perfection. That means an interest in excellence. And excellence is a very broad concept, but I want to be striving to be better all the time. And Lord knows, have I felt like I am not getting better. I'm either staying the same or I'm getting worse mentally. But things have been going really well in recent times, and I'm happy with what I'm seeing and hearing. And I'm happy that I've made connections with humans out there, humans that I want to share this experience with. I've been to so many concerts where I walked in and I heard the booming PA system in the band filling the space with an amazing energy of lights and sound where everything was vibrating. And I looked at the people on the stage and I watched how they played and I thought, these people are wizards, combining forces to create spells that mesmerize and spells that enchant, spells that remain in people's minds for long periods of time. So don't waste the opportunity. If you're going to do it as well as you possibly can. And I think of playing on this live stream as a way to sort of prove my intentions here. The internet is such a visual thing, as well as an audio, of course. And if anybody took a peek at, how many live streams I've done. No, I've not always been solo. I went solo about 8 years ago. That was my last band that I was in. And before that, I was in Los Angeles, not in any bands for 6 years. And then before that, I was in Philadelphia in a couple of bands for about 6 years. And before that, I was in college bands and then a high school band. I should have started at the beginning, but I'm probably dyslexic. And I love bands, but I think I also sort of died in my mind of anxiety being in bands because I wanted to be the songwriter. So the band that I was in last, that we were together for about 2 years, we have an EP on SoundCloud that I absolutely adore. It's like a full band rock band. And I don't know why I keep forgetting about it, but it's like the proudest I've ever been of music I've ever done. And I do not know why I hold it outside of my mind. But it's on SoundCloud, and the band is called The Original Q, as in the letter Q. And you can find it on SoundCloud. I think we did 5 songs, and it's rock band-esque. And that's what I love about it. There's a song called Hey Mama by the original. I didn't write Hey Mama. It's the other guys that I met. They had written the song and played it with a band before the original Q. And to this day, it's the song that I listen to that makes me feel good every single time. Yes, exactly, Freda. That's exactly how you spell it. The original Q. And it was a 4-piece band. I was on keys, a guitarist, a drummer, and a bassist. Peter, and I forget their names. No, Luke, Dave, and the drummer. Yes. I don't know why I forget the drummer's name. He's going to hate me for that. But he's also going to love it because there's a joke about drummers being interchangeable. But in my case, he's not interchangeable because he's an amazing drummer. So I would love to get that band back together. Holy cow, would that be amazing? The problem is the drummer is like a incredibly smart human and has gone like into the military and into like surgeon school. I don't know what he's doing. Thank you so much. I love playing the piano so much that I have to think about it all the time. Oh, I was going to play one more, and then I got to go. Sorry. I always feel like I want my live stream to be so long, but I got to hang out with my kids a little bit. I feel very guilty when I'm not hanging out with them. I know, guilt is... Yes, I agree. Drummers are amazing. That's why I hear the difference between when someone describes their friend, either who plays the drums or is a drummer. If they play the drums, it usually means that they hit them, but they're working on their skills. A drummer means that they sort of probably hit possibly the pinnacle of their skills, and they're just keeping... They don't even mind plateauing because they love being a part of that energy that they can create. Like some of the most technically skilled drummers in the world doing something very simple, is the coolest thing to me to ever watch, Um, anyway, this one's called The World. Exactly. Yes, I agree. The World, I hear the drummer in my head all the time. Anyway, I could talk for years about music. This one I wrote in Philadelphia when I was in some bands and I was writing my own songs, but I was always so scared to bring my songs to the band and have them get shot down. That is a very scary feeling, to bring a song to a band. So the original cue, most of the songs I wrote, and the band took them and made them something that, I thought was amazing. Yes. Do you have a drum set? I agree. This one's called The World Remains the Same. It reminds me of when I recorded an album in Philly 20 years ago that I never did anything with. It's just sitting there. And I don't think it's very good, but there's possibly some good stuff there. It's called The World Remains the Same. You've been very sick, not curable. I'm sorry to hear that. Well, I'm happy to be here with you for however long we have together. You would love to get back one day? How sick are you? Are you only in bed, or are you walking around and feeling okay? Gotcha. How long have you... Okay. You can walk, but you maybe have some trouble doing it. Is your pain level pretty high? Manageable? Getting back to being stable would be ideal. That makes sense. I'm really sorry that you're dealing with so much. Well, that makes me all the happier that we connected. I believe that time is such an ethereal thing. It's such a hard thing to grasp. It's almost like a cloud and you're trying to grab it. I feel like life has so many different meanings. Some of them are so very simple. One of them is to celebrate each other as much as possible. That just seems so obvious. Yet I don't do it enough. But I hope to change that. I think we all want to believe that we have something important to leave here. Things to leave behind. And sometimes they're just words. Sometimes they're sounds. I could see that. Learning that about you is fascinating. It makes me feel so many different things at once, I would say. And I think part of how I look at it is, if I were in your position, how would I want somebody to interact with me? And I have no idea. There's no way I could possibly know. But my job that I've done for 6 years as a medical assistant is sit down with people and talk to them about things in their life. My doctor that I work for typically runs 30 minutes behind. So when I go into a room, I know I have time to chat with somebody. I could sit in there for 20 minutes talking to them. And I have interacted with thousands of people, and I can say several dozen, if not 50, people were in their late 80s, early 90s. And I could have some of their last conversations. And I knew it might be the last time I would see them, because it would be the time they just got out of the hospital and they were moving on to the next phase of their recovery, or in some cases, they passed on. And I found it to be quite a source of pride to say that some of the last best conversations I have ever had were with people who had a different perspective on time and existence. And I think I felt compelled in my busy day to say, I'm going to slow time down right now, and I'm going to talk to this person. Very cool. I get that. What I mentioned about the people in their 80s and 90s is just one aspect of my job. And what I was getting at, I think, is that I talk to people that are half my age, and I want to have the same conversations, knowing that I am the one that, to a 20-year-old must seem ancient. Just like when I was 20, 40 guys in their 40s seemed ancient. So when you tell me that you're sick and you're having a rough time, it makes me think, my heart goes out to you. Yeah. Boomers. It's a rough term. Old as dirt. I know. But that's the thing, is that we all get old to a certain degree. We've experienced getting older. And I think that's what a crazy thing to learn about somebody, and I'm fascinated by it, and my heart goes out to you, and I hope that you're doing okay, and that if I got to hang out with you, and play a real piano for you, I would love that. Yeah. Well, I'm Gen X. You don't hear much about Gen X. I swear to God, you don't. Oh, I gotta put this guitar. I'll be right back. 1 second. Dun, 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 dun. Is your name Freda? I'm glad you're still here. I'm very glad you're still here. Several miracles took place, it sounds like. That's amazing. That's incredible. It's just a username. Gotcha. Well, I understand that. I'm gonna do the ponytail, the Peter tail. You don't have to say your real name if you don't want to. I totally get it. But I would very much commit it to memory, and maybe write you a song. I don't know if that's a cool thing to do, a lame thing to do. I don't know what that is. But a lot of the times, inspiration hits me like a ton of bricks. And sometimes I don't know when. I just suspend myself above the train tracks. Yeah, because I want to send you the healing energy. And if I could play music for you in person one day, ideally in a venue that's got a nice sound system, not a brain melting sound system, a nice sound system, a warm sound system. Like you can even talk to each other if you wanted to. You're not like screaming at each other, And then I think sonic energy somehow is healing, or at least suspends possibly, processes in the body a little bit or slows them down. Yeah, I see it being a piano. I see a theater of some kind. In Burlington, there's a place called the Flynn Theater, which is sort of I think it seats like 1,000 people or something. And I think they have a wonderful piano and a main seating section and then a balcony. And it's it's beautiful inside. Like venues like that. Because honestly, part of my secret in this mission is that I want music to me means a group therapy session. And people don't even know what's going on. That's what music means to me, is that if it was a live situation where I sensed there was all these people that wanted something, I would want to have the songs, have them sing along, and have their voices be somewhat in tune with each other, and it creates this wonderful bandwidth where people can sort of suspend themselves out of their bodies a little bit. And I do, you're right. So I'm going to go. I really appreciate you watching and your time. I'm glad we connected. I think I will be doing this tomorrow night. I think probably 7 o'clock my time. Unless anything gets changed around. We'll see. But I send my best vibrations to you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you have a good sleep. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I will see you real soon, okay? Have a good night and wake up hopefully thinking some good things. All right. You rock. I'll see you.